So, you want to own your own home, but you're one of the over 80% of Americans with less than perfect credit. You don't have enough money saved for a down payment, or your debt-to-income ratios are so high that the only person who will lend you money is your mother, and she still wants a cosigner. I know that sounds funny, but these are just a few of the reasons why tens of millions of Americans are still renting instead of owning their own home. And the worst part is most of them have convinced themselves they will never be able to own a home, or they're waiting on a miracle instead of doing anything about it. So, why should you do whatever it takes to own your own home? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because here's the facts. According to a 2021 report provided by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the average homeowner in the U.S. has a net worth of approximately $200,000, while the average renter only has a net worth of around $5,000. This statistic alone should have you wanting to buy a house immediately, so you can start building equity for yourself instead of your landlord. Think about it. Every rent payment you make pays for a house or building owned by someone else. They get to benefit from the cash flow, equity, and tax deductions. And what do you get? Exactly. You get a roof over your head for another month and nothing else to show for it. This is why MWR Financial created our cash flow system, combined with our Keys to Home Ownership program. Imagine having everything you need to increase your cash flow and income, so you can increase your buying power and save the money you need for a down payment. Or how about having a team of financial experts who will get your credit scores back into the best shape possible, while lowering your existing bills and your debt-to-income ratios all at the same time? Sounds amazing, right? Well, it is, but that's not all, because our team of full housing experts will even help locate and purchase your new home for you now, regardless of your past credit history or your current credit scores. Yeah, you heard me right. Our experts will help determine how much of a home you qualify for. They will assist you with locating the home that meets your needs, buy it for you, and allow you to rent to own, lease with the option to buy, while our cash flow experts help you get your finances back into the best position possible to qualify for conventional financing. And conventional financing ends not being an option for you, your affordable housing expert will owner finance the property for you. In other words, we can structure the outcome for you, and it can actually become a reality. With that said, you're tired of building equity for someone else, and you're ready to own your own home. Get back to the person that shared this information with you, and let us help you get on the right path towards home once and for all.
Here's a question for you. Why are you letting the industry partnership? Think about it. Miss here. The age of miss technology. But why are you going to miss another opportunity when you can get a small percentage of a $1 billion pie and change your family's life? One thing I know for sure, opportunities are not missed, they're just passed to the next prepared person. Finding founders did the movement, and I do this video for one reason. We're to take the real estate industry and the financial industry by storm, period. Everybody ultimately needs a place to stay. Financial. I was very, very blessed to turn $228 to $228,000 in just 8 short months. Did give me the 750 credit score. Making Wealth Real Financial did give me the cash to put in my pocket and close this deal and build my dream home on, guess what, 20 acres. Did I mention to you that we have credit restoration specialists? Did I mention to you that we have enrolled agents with the IRS to help you lower your taxes? Did I mention that we have debt elimination specialists as well? Did I mention that we have negotiators who will help you shred your bills and create positive cash flow? Imagine living the life of your dreams, fishing when you want to fish, building a house that you own. Imagine having business partners who care enough about you to share with you the power of our new multi-million-dollar real estate venture. And guess what? You don't have to be a sophisticated investor. You don't have to be an accredited investor. You don't have to be a real estate specialist. You don't have to be a real estate broker or agent to take advantage of our real estate joint venture partnership. Guess what? The average person now can buy, sell, flip, and invest in real estate without the risk and without the headaches, because we have experts who do all the work. So whether you're ready to invest in real estate or not, take advantage of this opportunity in this short video by getting back with the person who introduced you and just say or text keyword soft intro. That lets us know that you're ready for a deeper dive into the next step to make wealth real and your family. Get back with the person who introduced you to the video, and I'll see you guys on step 2.
To increase your cashflow.com. That's how to increase your cashflow.com. So I'm very, very excited. Charlotte is doing an incredible job. Shout out to Mel. Shout out to Casey. As you guys come on the Zoom and you share this with people all over your organization, I want you guys to understand that I wasn't always so fortunate to be talking about money. I travel the country these days. I'm on like a tour right now. Actually, I'll be in Orlando, Florida this weekend doing a private business reception. I'll let you guys know if they decide to open it up to the public, but it's a private event that I'll be in Orlando, Florida doing. I was just in Hinesville, Georgia. I'm going to hit the DMV area as well. So I'm on a tour right now showing people how these 3 streams work and how you can basically take one energy and make some money for yourself and your family. And I want to show you guys how to protect that money. It's very, very important that if you make $1 million or you make $200,000 or whatever your goal is, that you protect that money so it can stay in your family for years and years and years to come. So, man, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'll lace my story in shortly. In a nutshell, I want you to write down this wealth principle of cash, asset, cash flow. This is a wealth principle that a lot of people hear, but they don't know how to really internalize it because there's no vehicle to help them do it. We all know we need to take some cash. We know that. We got to buy, build, or grow assets. That's what a lot of people don't know. And then those assets will create more cash. Well, what's an asset? An asset is something that grows in value. Well, you can't buy things that grow in value if people are in your pocket all the time. And by people, I mean entities like the government, entities like banks with interest, entities like big business. You can't buy real estate if you're overpaying taxes on your income taxes. You can't purchase gold and precious metal if you got a whole bunch of credit cards. You can't build a strong stock portfolio if you got a whole bunch of student loans. See, here's what happens. If you want to be wealthy, everybody on this Zoom can be wealthy. But the first thing we have to do is get our money back from the people that are stopping us from getting wealthy. And when you understand that concept, it's called income shifting. How on God's green earth are you going to have cash, asset, cash flow? How is your money ever going to flow, right? That's why it's called currency. People miss this. Money's called currency is because it's supposed to keep moving. But what happens is we get caught in a society where we're taught to hold on to it, save every dime, budget your way to wealth. It's impossible. You can't budget your way to wealth. You have to invest in assets that grow over time. And these assets can be very conservative because the key is the word over time. Over a period of time, it don't really take you but $500 to $1,000 consistently per month, compounding at double-digit returns. And had we all done that in our teens, we'd all have several $1 million today. Well, guess what? It's not too late. We're going to show you guys how to catch up and use 3 streams, 1 effort, 3 streams, 1 company to help you catch up in record time. Now, our company is the Ultimate Cash Flow Company, MWR Financial. Special prayers and shout out to our founder, Mr. Brian House. Mr. House, this is his 4th multi-million-dollar company. He decided to pull back the curtain and kind of reveal the rules of the wealthy that are never really taught in schools. Now, why is that important? Well, think about it, guys. Information like this that I'm about to show you, it's not really taught in the public systems or even private systems. It's really generation to generation. So if your father or mother or grandparents or great-grandparents weren't wealthy, then all you're doing is passing down the knowledge that you have. And that's what I did. Went to Morehouse College, got my degree, had a little different color sash on, and thought I was, had it going on with my corporate American job, only to realize that my ladder was on the wrong building. So what I did was I had to fix that. I said, if my legacy is going to be different, I got to listen to people that make money. And I retired when I was 22 years old, 25 plus years ago, about 26 years ago. I was able to fire my boss. So I've never worked for anybody outside of that one job that I had after college. And that was for about 90 days. That a little bit more than that. So what I want you guys to understand is that with Brian T. House pulling the curtain back and showing people how to make wealth real for the past 4.5 years, a lot of us are buying land, cash, homes, cash, vintage cars, cash, precious metal, cash, boats, assets, credit scores, investments, everything that you need to increase, we're going to show you how to increase. Now, we are the Extra Digit Movement, just a group of professional, excited, hungry, humble. If you ever wanted to be part of a movement whose time has come, single moms, single dads, college students, network marketers, entrepreneurs, teachers, firemen, it doesn't matter. If you are looking for something and you got the right attitude and you want mentors and coaching and individuals that are going to do it for you, meaning our experts are going to help you with these areas I'm about to show you and do it for you. If you want to be part of an organization where we show you how to get paid every single day, where now I make more in a week than I made in several months on my job. Let me say this again. I make now more in 1 week than my job was paying me in several months because of this opportunity. Now, so Extra Digit, we're going to show you how to get the daily checks and the residual income. MWR Financial is going to show you how to increase your cash flow. So basically, it's 4 different things that we do, right? I want you to write this down. Increase, create, multiply, and protect. Put that in the comments, put that wherever you want to put it. Increase, create, multiply, and protect. Now, here's the good news for those who don't understand this. If you want to increase, multiply, and protect, you don't have to tell a soul. So let me relax right now. What's up, Keisha Taylor? Thanks for putting that in the comments. Keisha just made my day. Keisha, what's going on? For those who want to do 3 out of 4, you don't have to tell a soul. You don't have to invite people to a webinar. You don't have to sell nothing. You ain't got to persuade nobody. You ain't got to chase nobody. This is simply a conversation you need to have in the mirror, because our experts are going to take the money that you currently have, whether it be a business or a job that creates it. We're going to show you how to scale that money, how to take that money and put it into assets that are going to create another avenue stream, then how to wrap that into a complex trust so you can leave that money to your family while you're here. By the way, you can enjoy it. And when you're long gone, they can enjoy it and scale it. Now, for those of us that say, hey, look, I need to make some money too. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you guys my real paychecks. For example, right here on the screen, right? This week, 6,770. That same week, it grew to 410. That same week, it grew to $14,000. Guys, I never thought coming out of Morehouse, I would have 5-figure weeks. I used to dream about having 5-figure months. I used to say, man, how many of you guys this? Man, if I get to $10,000 a month, you can forget, I'm gonna be rich. Now I'm like, my vision has just expanded so much, where over here we have $15,000 days that you can get paid. $15,000 days. And I'm gonna show you guys how this works. So just sit back and I'm gonna show you everything I talk about, I'm gonna show you in black and white. So these are my real paychecks in the back office. just showing you some of the daily pay. These are the 4 things I showed you guys earlier that we're going to help you accomplish: increase, create, multiply, and protect. Now, here's where you can breathe easy. It's only $149. Put that in the comments. $149. It's not $14,000. It's not $1,000. It's not $10,000. This is not some educational course. You got access to all these experts. MWR Financial is pretty much the umbrella. Under that umbrella are these different firms. These different firms have been in business for over 25 years. How long have you been trying to get wealthy by yourself? Are you tired of trying to fix your own credit, file your own taxes, get with a CPA, eliminate all your debt, learn how to invest, learn, you know what I mean? Like, learn about private banking, learn about uninterrupted compound interest. Why mutual fund? Why stocks? Why real estate? Why land? Where is the land? Like, all this stuff is stuff that we answer for you because we have trained experts who did all the market research for you, and your membership gives you discounts to all of these things, and some of it's absolutely free. For example, our credit restoration piece, that's free. Why y'all still paying thousands and thousands of dollars to people to fix your credit? I have no idea, when it's included in our membership for free. Then I'm gonna show you how to get the 149 basically waived and covered, where basically it pays for itself. So if I had to give you a summary of what the membership entails, I'm gonna take questions from you guys in a second. If I had to give you a summary of what the membership entails, here is a glimpse of 50% of it. This is 50% of it. Now, before I show you guys this, I want you to know that any one of these individually is worth 149. The average return on the cash flow piece alone is 2,000. Let me say this again. If 149 a month brought you 2,000 a month, how often would you make that exchange? The average membership brings $2,000 a month back to your house. That's number one. Number two, the average credit score increase is 126 points. All you do is upload TransUnion Equifax Experian. The experts do all the work and see all the illegal and erroneous things that have been keeping your credit down. By law, certain things have to be deleted by the creditor. We've, for 25 years, have been doing that for you. That alone is worth $149 a month. The assets that we show you how to grow. What about increasing or actually becoming your own bank? You guys have heard of infinite banking, uninterrupted compound interest. Have you ever heard of land banking, where you purchase land in a path to growth, and then a commercial establishment or a developer comes along and they want the land that you have? It's because we purchased the land in some of the most popular and valuable real estate in the country in Southern California. You have access to that. What about the ability to get your taxes lowered by enrolled agents who speak 80 different languages with our company? Now the taxes, which is your largest expense, is coming down. Why? Because our enrolled agents are going to show you legally, ethically, and morally how to get those decreased. What about the average debt being eliminated? Is $64,000 in debt. That alone is worth $149. See, this is what I want y'all to get. All these pillars I'm giving you, if it was just one for $149, it'd be worth it. You get all 6, plus the trust funds I'm gonna show you, plus the keys to home ownership I'm gonna show you, plus the compensation plan I'm gonna show you. See how this works? Plus the diversified cash flow fund I'm gonna show you, plus the private reserve account I'm gonna show you. So just this screen, put this in the comments, 3 things go up, 3 things go down. We call this 3 up and 3 down. Individually, they're worth $149. Collectively, they're bringing you about $2,000 a month. What if I told you we got a firm called Bill Shredder that in the past 3 years, we've saved $1 million, 10.2 million on all of our bills. I'll show you guys at the end. I purchased 20 acres of land right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And the first thing I upload all bills, right? Pest control bill, 20 acres, I can imagine what would be around there sometimes, right? Pest control bill, they save me all kinds of money, like $6 a month. My ADT bill, even here at my primary house, my ADT security system My cell phone bill down $50 a month. My alarm system bill down $30 a month. My cable bill down $60 a month. These are just bills that you can upload. That alone is worth $149 just in the savings. So you put it all together, man, it's a pretty remarkable thing at the first tier of what we offer just for $149. Total tax savings, $250 million, $250 million just in our membership. Now I want to show you guys something. Let me show you where that cash flow can take you. I had the privilege and honor this past weekend, just 2 or 3 days ago, to spend time with Charles and Cookie Ivory. I was able to visit the Ivory Complex. That's not even on the screen. That's their commercial piece of property that they own and rent out a commercial building to get residual income. But I had the pleasure of going to the Ivory compound, right? They got the complex, that's the commercial property, and they got the compound, which is being built right now. I went all through it. It's real. The water is behind them. The neighbors are complaining because the house is too big. They went in there and broke some of the covenant, and the HOA had to just accept it. The fact that they have a 2,500 square foot detachment next to the 6,000 square foot house, nobody else's is bigger than theirs. They came in and brought extra digit and MWR with them. And guess what? Charles didn't even have a job 3 years ago. Y'all know what happened 3 years ago? The pandemic. Y'all know what happened? People got laid off. Well, how is this man buying his land with cash? How is this man and his lovely wife now have 800 credit scores apiece? How do each of them have a commercial property? How do they have land in Southern California? Easy. They put their heads down. You start making 5 figures a month passive income, putting it in the right areas, you have 36% return on your money too. This is what happens, guys. And y'all sitting around here looking at me about $149. That story alone is worth the price of admission. They're $1 million residual ring club earners. Everybody on this slide I'm about to show you is $1 million residual ring club earner. Shirley and Trevor Thompson, some of the most professional, polished people I've ever met. They're on their way to $400 per day. That's what? $12,000 per month. And they just really getting started in the business. They're coming out party was this year. They've been underground for 2 years, just bought their house up in North Georgia. Proud business owners. Miss Christy Howard, the first female $1 million residual ring club earner in the entire company. She designed the ring that the ladies wear. Miss Shana Rawlings at the bottom, the second young lady in the company to earn the $1 million residual ring club. Been dreaming about her Martha Stewart property in here in Georgia. Now, guess what? That's her at the bottom. She owns the house now that she was dreaming about many, many years ago. Both $1 million residual ring club earners. All I'm telling you guys is, why not you? What asset do you want? What story would you like to be, get told? What dream do you want us to help you make a reality? I'm going to take some questions about the membership, not about the comp plan just yet. But first, I want y'all to hear from some of the individuals. Now, it may be 40 people on the Zoom. Another 400 will see this tonight. Another 4,000 may see this next week, because that's how social media works as we go live. We have a small session like this. People hop on the live one. Hundreds watch the replay. Thousands will share the replay. I want extra digit. Raise your virtual hand if something positive has happened to you in this business. I want you guys to support Casey tonight. I want you guys to support Mel tonight. Support Charlotte tonight. Oh, we got Charles Ivory in the building. We appreciate you, man. Oh, Kim Whitfield. I didn't get to you last night, Kim. I want y'all to hear. Let me let y'all hear from Kim Whitfield real quick, who had a very interesting scenario as well with her job and her relocation and how she was able to absorb it. Kim, come off mute. I know you're not on camera, but come off mute. Talk to the brand new people about what you did.
Hey, Mr. Bean, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
I'm doing amazing. So just a quick story of what happened with me. I took an $18,000 pay cut when I was going through a divorce and relocating. And you can imagine taking that kind of pay cut, it messes with your finances really, really bad. And so with that, my credit score dropped down. So in the process of trying to fix it, I started at a 646. the experts helped me get to an 803. One of the other things that they did though was when I uploaded my documents, they helped me bring back $200 a month back into my paycheck for my W-4 adjustment. May not sound like a lot, but it helped me get back on track to start paying those bills off. So between the $18,000 pay cut, the business has also helped me get that money back into my household. The credit increase from the 646 to the 803, being able to pay some bills off, I was able to actually purchase my very own home for the first time by myself. And it was because of the experts. It was because of the business. I was able to get a 2.9 interest rate because I made the decision at the right time and was able to capitalize on what was going on because of our experts. But Mr. Bean, not only that, they helped me get into the house, but they also got a plan for me to get out the house in 12 and a half years versus the 30-year mortgage that I signed up for. That alone is saving me over $58,000 in interest. And I looked at something earlier today with them on our back office, and it said that I'm saving $1,400 a month if I wasn't in debt the way that I was. The interest that I'm saving is $1,400 a month. That's $1,400 a month now that I can put towards any of the other things that we have. So the experts, not only for that $149 a month, has definitely done above and beyond for me and my family. I'm actually able now to help my mom, who's not working anymore, to take care of her bills. I got my son who's about to go to school. Now he's in the business, so I can make sure that he's doing the same thing when it's time for him to get money at school. So it's definitely changed my life. And if you're thinking about it, there's nothing to think about, just do it.
All right, I appreciate it. Let's go rapid fire. Let's go rapid fire. Don, give me some stats, man. How you feeling? What's going on with you?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. What did the experts do for you? Don is also a championship. What's the belt called, Don? What do we call this thing?
It is the cash. It's the wealth champion or something like that.
Wealth financial champion. Yep, Don
financial champion. There it is.
Yeah, everybody on the screen here is a financial champion. Don, you won't say it, but I'll let them know, man. You're on your way to becoming a millionaire. You actually, did you ever think growing up on the west side of Chicago that you have millionaire attached to your name?
Not in this facet. I'll say it that way. Not in this facet. But I thought that it would happen from, playing sports and playing football and things like this, but never thought with using my mind and just being able to connect with people that it will come in that way. But just really quick, the experts helped my wife and I bring back about $12,000 back into our household, just with what we were overpaying in taxes. Got my wife's credit score from a 616 up to a 824. Got my credit score from a 787 up to an 834. Paid off everything that we have except for our mortgage. Paid off cars, credit cards, student loans, the whole nine. Purchased 2 parcels of land through our wealth experts here. Reducing our bills. I actually just got the statement just yesterday, Brian. My land out in Southern California just actually increased by another 27% in value from last year. $500,000 asset memorabilia collection, 2 private reserve accounts. Ruthie just actually, as she's in Puerto Rico, she'll be home this coming Saturday, but just closed on 10 acres of land out in Puerto Rico as well that we'll now start to develop to be her retirement and forever home as well, to be able to vacation and travel back and forth to from the States here. A condo out in Cabo that was paid for in cash, man. We're just living in abundance. And right now, a 4-figure residual income as well. And it's all because of the experts and this amazing movement here with the extra digit movement, but most importantly, with Make Wealth Real Financial as well.
Man, no wonder you're a financial champion. Man, go get the belt, keep claiming it, man. Keep up the good work. I mean,
yes, sir.
I get teared up sometimes. I cannot be prouder of what you guys are doing, how you just articulate your testimonies. And if you guys are brand new, man, this ain't bragging and boasting. We just a bunch of hungry people that use the system and was smart enough to say, hey, 149, shoot, let me let the experts do the work. I'm gonna let Charlotte close it out, man, because she's a young firecracker, the newest firecracker on the team. But I want you to go ahead and go as the last gentleman to speak, because I was able to come out to the house. I'm super proud of you, man. I got a little documentary I made for everybody, like a 7-minute video touring his house. And it's an inspiration to me as well. And I just want you to know I'm proud of you, man. I couldn't ask for a better leader down there in South Georgia, and you're just getting started, man. Why should people not let this 149 keep them from doing this? Come off mute. There you go.
Hey, there we go. Hey, Brian. Hey, thanks, man. And congratulations, Don. But Brian, people shouldn't pass up this opportunity. You know, this opportunity literally changed my life. You know, as you said earlier, you know, I was laid off in the middle of a pandemic. But thanks to the experts showing me how to reduce my taxes and put $600 back into my paycheck, $800 back into my wife's paycheck, and then showing us what to do with the money. That was the thing. We didn't just take the money and just go out and started buying things. That debt elimination team showed us exactly what to do with that money. And just like Kim, we was able to snowball and eliminate over $80,000 worth of credit card debt and pay off our existing mortgage. And once we grabbed our cash flow, we just started investing. And like Don, you know, we purchased some land out there in California, grew 37.5%. We have 2 private reserve accounts. What I'm most proud of is that now I'm building a legacy for my son, you know, Cameron, who you met this weekend. He's a firecracker, but you know, and now he's a trust fund baby. So, you know, it's done a lot for me. But my granddaughter, you know, her credit score went from 356 to 763. My oldest daughter is now in the Keys to Home Ownership, you know, program. Like I said, my son is in the business. He's paying for his own private education. My wife, we made it a family affair, and people just have to do this if they're trying to change their financial blueprint. This is something that you have to do. And Brian, you made it so easy for us by laying out the foundation. It's like footprints in the sand. We just need to walk in the same direction. When you go left, we go left. When you go right, we go right. So it's like we don't have to figure it out. You've done it all for us. We just need to follow suit. So I'm so grateful and thankful for everything that you're doing for us.
I appreciate it, man. I'm super proud. And I got to come back down. Y'all, I went and started a house one day, and the next day he already they trimmed it out. It was like a whole new house 12 hours after I went down there. So I gotta come back. That's all. So check it out, man. I want y'all to meet this young lady tonight. Charlotte Hudson, who's doing a tremendous job, already successful in her own right, been in the real estate game for quite some time. I've known Charlotte over a decade now. We've done business for many, many years together. And when y'all really hear her story, man, some of the things that she's overcome, I won't ruin it for her, but I can't wait for y'all to hear her story. And so you can see why somebody as successful as her would do this business and empower so many people. Charlotte, I'm super proud of you. I want you to talk about the trust and now how you feel. Why would somebody as successful as yourself, who already does extremely well, why would you do a 149 business? Come off mute. There you go.
Hey, Brian. Hey, everybody else. Love and respect each of you. Thank you, Charles. I'm watching you. You don't know I'm watching you in the First Lady. Don, respect the story. Salute everybody that's on here. Thank you very much. And shout out to you. Of course, Brian, King Brian. We appreciate you and everything you're doing for us. 149 business is probably the best business I've ever entered into. My story is long, but I'm gonna try to do it real quick. I enjoy and love and have a passion for this business because I come from Flint, Michigan. I come from poverty. I grew up poor. I was homeless twice as a child. I had to live in situations to where a child shouldn't live in, right? I filed bankruptcy twice as an adult because I had money, but I didn't understand money, right? And MWR and Brian helps us to understand money, but not just understand money, but have the mental mindset to manage money and to grow our money. And of course now to bulletproof our money. And so this 149 business was the missing piece, is the key to what I've been searching for. I have a master's, okay? I have a master's in business. I have a bachelor's in business. I have a associate in business management, in general studies. Because as a child that grew up in poverty, I don't knock my parents. They did their best. I hate poverty, and as company and as Brian and as this network is teaching us the history of money and the history of what we're being taught in the educational system, it really saddens me. It makes me frustrated. It makes me angry that we are we're kind of bamboozled. Yes. Let me tell you this. I have $100,000 in student loans. When I got enlightened, I'm like, I never want to pay them back. But because of this business, 2023, and Brian's right. I'm good in my own right, but I'm so much better with MWR and with the EDM family. So much better. That's why I have the swag. That's why I have the confidence to speak to anybody. I don't care if you're a millionaire, because I know you don't know what we know over here. You know what I'm saying? And I want everybody to don't be ashamed that we in the network marketing business, because nobody doing it like us. Nobody. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars in self-education from Grant Cardone, from Tony Robbins. They're not teaching what Brian is teaching us. They're not. And so I have a true passion for it. I don't care who I'm at the UPS store. If I'm trying to buy a house and I find it, I'm sending it to you. I'm telling you about it. You know what? And I feel good about it. I feel great about it. I'm following the process, but totally disconnected emotionally from the outcome. So it makes me feel good what we're doing. It's the missing piece. I have a desire for it because, again, I think poverty is wrong. God put us on this earth to have abundance in all areas of life. You know what I mean? Not to have poverty. So I'm super excited for everybody on my team. I'm super grateful for Brian. I'm super grateful for this organization. I'm super grateful for Brian House and what he's doing. And I just want everybody on this line to know, you know what I mean? Let's level up, step up, and let's have confidence in what we do and support everybody, and let's get it and just help everybody that has the ear to ear on purpose.
Let's go. I know when I hear that on purpose, that means that's her period. All right, that's her company. I appreciate it, girl. You're gonna do a great job. Keep up the good work. Those who don't know, Charlotte hit the Comma Club. It's a 4-figure residual check in about 45 days. She's on her way to $3,000. She hit the $50 a day in 45 days. That's $1,500 per month. She's very, very close to $3,000 per month in record time. And by Game Changer, she'll probably be, very, very close to the Comma Club, which, the ring, if she keeps going the way she's going. So I want you guys, there's no pressure, but she'll definitely be a $3,000, $4,500 per month young lady, and one of the next $1 million residual ring club earners in the organization at her feed. So let me show you guys who are brand new something real quick. I'm not going to take any questions because I think a lot of testimonies are enough to help you understand whether or not you should do this. What I want to do is show you how the actual compensation plan works. So you can see if you want to put some gasoline on the fire and speed the process up, the compensation plan is how you do it. You see, everything I've talked about so far is in the green. If you notice, I haven't talked about making any money. So far, everybody's talking about what the experts did for them. Their credit scores, their debt is down, their taxes are down, their bills are down, their assets are up, their income is up. Everything, the 3 up is up and the 3 down is down. That's everything in the green. The blue is a one-time upgrade. Not $249. You already had the $149 in your mind, right? It's $100. So put that in your notes somewhere. Upgrade equals $100. Y'all, I can't tell y'all the things I spend $100 on. $100 for a business is a joke. And if it's not a joke, I'm not judging you, but I'm saying at our age, anybody over 24, should be $100 should be like 10. So if it feels heavy, we got to do something about that. Now, the $100 allows you to participate in everything in the middle. Now, what's the middle? Here's how you get your investment back. The sponsor bonus allows you to earn $50 per person. No big deal. You're not going to do cartwheels, nothing to write home about. It's just $50. But what it does is it makes you say, okay, well, 3 people, and that's 150. And my 149 a month is that first month is covered. So the first thing the sponsor bonus does, it just helps you cover your money. That's all. The momentum bonus is the second bonus. If you help introduce 3 people within 30 days, that's 1 person every 10 days, you earn 150. I want you to look me in my eye. This is important. Every city you go to right now, you are the pioneer. There's not a lot of people who know about MWR. We're still flying under the radar, probably the best kept secret, $149 for a membership, $249 for a business, very low overhead, debt-free company, 4.5 years old. 60 days, if those 3 people duplicate 3 people, you earn 450. 90 days, if those 3 people duplicate, you earn 900. So we call it 30, 60, 90. That's for people who need some speed and some right now money. Now, something is happening though that you don't realize while you're focused on that. Something special is happening. Watch. This is the first 3. 1, 2, 3. This got you a 150 momentum bonus if you did it within 30 days. Even if you didn't, when you get 1 customer, it's still going to give you 150, but it's going to give it to you per month. So let's be clear. You got an extra bonus if you get it in 30 days. 1, 2, 3. But even if you don't, if you get an extra customer, that's somebody who doesn't want to do the business. And whenever you get 3 people, you're going to have $5 a day coming in. Now, these 3 guys, they got in business for themselves. They didn't get in business for you. They're doing the same thing you did. They want a business that pays for itself. 3, 3, 3. If that happens in 60 days, you earn 450. But watch this. You now have 12 people on your team. That's $600 a month. If you're taking notes, make that your foundational point right there, because everything I'm about to show you from that point forward springs from us just helping people get a group of 12. If it took you 1 person per month for a year, which it will not, if it took you a year to get 12 people, and that's not 12 persons, meaning people that you told, just so you know, that's a team of 12, to earn $600 a month. Do y'all know that little social security, little white envelope that comes to us every couple of quarters? Do y'all know people work years and years and years and check? What? Honest. Now your income is starting to be what's called variable or unlimited instead of constant and limited. I needed some variable income, meaning I can control if it can scale. If you help 6 people in your team get started after that position, in other words, half of your 12 get 1, you earn an extra $300. Boom. 3 people tell 2. 2 people tell 3. 1 guy tells 6. 6 people tell 1. We don't care how it happens. You earn an extra $300 every week that 6 people join your team. Here's my question. Isn't it getting a little easier now that you have 18 people, 21 people, 24 people, 39 people? Isn't 6 coming just a little bit easier than it did when you only had 12? So let's do the math. Between 12 and 35 people, you're getting 300, 300, 300, 300. That's a possibility because that's 1,200. Plus the 600, that's 1,800. And your group is just getting started, and all you did was help a bunch of people get started in the business by showing them our Zooms. Brian, I'm confused. What's the business that we're actually doing? Put this in the comments. You're looking at the business. Kay decided to have a Zoom. On this Zoom, we decided to support him. This is being streamed live for people, hundreds of people to see later on tonight. Thousands of people will see it this month. You don't believe me? Go watch some of our previous replays. we know how to leverage technology. We have a mobile app I'm gonna show you guys where now we can work the whole business from your phone and track the behavior of everybody who watches the video, and you can sign them up right on your phone. You can tell them to click a button right here on your shoulder. They click the button, it goes to your website. That website signs people up. You make money from that same cell phone. See, when you understand that 12 people is the cornerstone, everything else I'm about to show you will make sense. Watch. Those 12 people, 4, 4, and 4, they didn't get a business for you. They got a business for themselves. They want to build a team. This page represents $1,500 a month. Put this in your notes. 36 people equals $1,500 per month. It's 36 people. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know some people whose rent and car note and credit cards, they start disappearing when you got an extra $1,500 a month coming in. And your income is no longer limited. You can now scale it. I earn 5 figures a week from these bonuses. I'm showing you guys my real paycheck here in a second. My real phone, where I got paid today again, you still get the $300 a week. Team growing by 6 every week. You now earn $50 a day, which is $1,500 per month. This is the extra $900 if you did this within 90 days. And something special happens at the bottom. What about earning anywhere from $30 to $150 per person per day? Brian, what in the world do you mean? Let's be clear. The $50 a day, which is $1,500 per month, that's one bonus. Now that you have 36 people in your team, you had a Zoom like this, you had a Facebook Live, you shared one of our replays, you got our mobile app, you now earn $30 a day in addition to per day. But the $30 a day comes as people in your organization join. So here's what it looks like. This is one of my pay stubs. I earn 30. This is for one day, not a week, not a month. This is when you click in our back office, the paycheck is going to show you what one day looks like. I earn 30, 30, 30, 50, 100, 30, 1,000. That's my minimum. 50, 50, 30, 70, 30, 70. See, every time someone joins the business, you're getting a check that day. Plus the base that you got, for example, yours in example 50. Mine right now is 1,000, very, very close to 1,500. I'll be at a base of $45,000 per month with an extra $3,000 to $4,000 per week on top of it, taking me to $50,000 and $60,000 a month from a $149 business. On my worst, I'm not bragging and boasting. What I'm telling you guys is I didn't let $149 keep me from making tens of thousands of dollars a week. Now, something else happens. Not only are you getting these checks every single day, now you're starting to invest. Look, if I just took the $1,000 a day and put it in my diversified cash flow fund, which is infinite banking, if I just took $1,000 a day and purchased the land in California that we have growing by 36%, if I just took the $1,000 per day and did like I did and purchased 20 acres of land here in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Now I have events on the property that pay another several $1,000s for a couple of hours. That's not no Airbnb, y'all. Airbnb, you might make $1,000 for a couple of nights. I make $1,000 an hour. You understand? Now your assets are starting to make money for you. We talked about cash, asset, cash. This is what it looks like. So recap. 3 people. Your business is covered. $5 a day. 12 people. $600 a month. 36 people. This is 108 points. This is 36 points. This is 9 points. But look at the people. 1,500 a month. 90 people. You heard Charlotte earlier. She's on her way here. 3,000 a month, an extra 36,000 a year on the side, part-time. 108 people, 150 per day, 4,500 per month. Do y'all know coming out of college, Morehouse degree, 4 years, I wasn't making $4,500. I have no degree. Y'all can make that over here. Zooms and technology, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, lives, forums, communities. Y'all not using this technology to make an extra $5,000 a month? That's 60. Oh, y'all think everybody just make, 60 grand a year from home? Oh, but that's minimum. We got another tier, 200 a day, 300 a day, 650 a day, 1,000 a day. Do y'all know when I joined the business, this was the cap, the most you can make was 1,000 a day. Now the most you can make is 15,000 a day. The founder has only added money to the compensation plan since starting the business. 15,000 a day is the minimum. The maximum on this level, plus the 30 to 150 a day per person, plus the momentum bonus, plus the sponsor bonus, plus the performance bonus every day and every week. And guess what? It comes on your phone every single day so you can see it. So all of us, when we all in the room, it'll blow you guys away, man. This will just, you'll be like, wait, what just happened? Why everybody's phone going off? Well, it must be 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, every single day, that bonus comes. Boom, 1,000. Yesterday, 1,000. The day before, 1,000. You see? The day before, 1,000. The day before, 1,000. The day before, 1,000. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. That's a $30,000 a month base, and I invest $149. It can get serious. It gets better. What about the trust fund, where now you can protect your assets and wrap them up in a trust, which we call affectionately our triple crown? Brian, what's a triple crown? All right, let me just break this down for you guys in layman terms real quick. A trust is what you use for assets you created. Rockefeller said a long time ago, you want to own nothing and control everything. Now, he was only the wealthiest person in the world. Today, he would be considered a trillionaire by today's money, right, when you factor in inflation. These trusts normally take over $10 million in assets for this firm to even look at you. Let me say this again. You have to have $10 million in assets for this firm to even take a look at you. This is known as a complex trust, not a living will, not an irrevocable trust, not a spendthrift, not any of these other trusts that people try to sell you from some attorney. Let's be clear. An attorney, I love and respect attorneys. I'm not as smart as most attorneys when it comes to law. This is no shade against an attorney. But an attorney learned the laws in the states. That means most of the things that they learn are what's called statutory. States equal statutory. A complex trust that we set you up with operates under what's called English common law. English common law is totally different than statutory law. What this means is a complex trust, which is the proper structure, under the proper jurisdiction, which is English common law, is not beholden to statutory legislation. Therefore, the IRS cannot penetrate a trust who was written under doctrines that were around before it was even invented. This is how wealthy people structure themselves. Your LLC is cool. Congratulations. Your S Corp is cool. Congratulations. Your C Corp is cool. Congratulations. But guess what? Those are called corporations for a reason. America is a big corporation. So you're still beholding the laws of this much gas mileage you can deduct, this much travel you can deduct, this much salary, this many taxes, this, oh, you're 9.5, then you can start taking out some of your money. Oh, you ain't 72 yet? Oh, you can't take away that money. Oh, wait a minute. You can't touch that money until you this. ask you a question. How I worked 30 plus years and you telling me when I can touch it? That's because it's under statutory regulations. A trust, a complex trust, works like this. Your business takes the money, acquires the money, and disperses the money. You are the trustee on the business trust, the family trust, and the foundation. The family trust is who you decide gets the money from the business trust. The family trust says, hey, we got a mortgage. We got to get our nails done. We got to get our cars washed. We got to travel to Spain this month. We're going to the Bahamas next week. The family trust demands that I take a vacation every 2 weeks. The family trust demands that I have groceries. The family trust demands that our kids go to daycare. The family trust demands that I buy some clothes today. The family trust demands that I wash my car today. See, you are no longer under the guidelines of a statutory trust because it wasn't written in statutory jurisdiction. Yeah. Is this possible? Oh, so you don't think, let me guess. You still wondering why Warren Buffett paid a lower percentage of taxes than his secretary? Y'all didn't hear that? That's because he set it up in trust. What does this mean? Well, any money left after the family trust goes into your family endowment or 501c3. This is a private foundation that your family owns and operates, just like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, just like the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, just like the Warren Buffett Foundation. You now have your trust in a foundation, 501c3. Now your legacy is built in the endowments that your family gave to your own foundation, and the money continues to cycle back around. Why do you think Rockefeller has his name at Morehouse and Spelman? Why do you think Andrew Carnegie has more libraries than any other philanthropist in American history? Because those libraries have to do what the Carnegie Foundation says do. He's dead and gone, but his great-great-great-grandchildren still run the foundation. Rockefeller's dead and gone. His great-great-great-great-grandchildren still stroke the checks for the endowments to these colleges and universities. The money is put in perpetuity through your family foundation. And you still talking about 149. These are the things that has people doing cartwheels, because finally the rules of the wealthy are being revealed. I'm not just talking. I purchased 4 trusts. 3 complex and 1 asset trust for my 20 acres. How can I do that? Simple. I got the same membership I'm telling you guys about. So before I go, I want you to see the kind of things that we're doing. Our training, mark this on your calendar, July 7th, 8th, and 9th, the first ever vision retreat by Extra Digit. We're going to expand your vision. Our trust expert's going to be in the building in Atlanta, Georgia. Our diversified cash flow expert, Infinite Banking, is going to be in the building in Atlanta, Georgia, right? All the top producers will be in the building in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to see if our founder and CEO will be available 9 times out of 10 in Atlanta, Georgia, July 7th, 8th, and 9th. Mark your calendar. We just dropped our new mobile app, Extra Digit Connect. You have to be part of our organization or part of our company so you can set up your membership and password so we can help you build your business on your cell phone. I just told you about Game Changer. This is the 20 acres I purchased. I told you everything I talk about, I'm going to show you. This ain't hypothetical stuff here. I don't have time to superimpose no picture of me on no boat, no dock, and no guys holding up no fish. The lake is fully stocked. I turn the lake into an asset, right? People now cash at me if they want to go back there and go fishing. The film crew or the film companies here in Atlanta, I'm listed as one of the sites to shoot films. These guys up here who are out of quote unquote dead body out the water. I'm one of the sites people now come to. A guy just stroked me a 4-figure check. Is stroking me a 4-figure check tomorrow to host his festival. He owns 8 bounce houses. So he's going to do this on a larger level in the front yard. This is another client I had in the front yard who set all the tents up. This is a client I had in the backyard. This is a client I had inside the house shooting a movie. This is a client I had outside the house, right? This is a client I had in the woods. They had a nightclub going on out there with the tents and the life-size games. This is a client I had called a Georgia Lottery who shot the commercial in the backyard. See, when you start thinking about assets, they start coming your way because now you got the money to make it happen. I didn't know when he put a washer in the woods what he was doing. I didn't know when he put a hot tub in the woods what he was doing. I didn't know when he hung a flat screen on a tree what he was doing. I didn't know when he put a tent in the background what he was doing. I didn't know when he had these tools out here what he was doing. They shot the Georgia Lottery commercial with the speakers, with the flat screen TV, with the hot tub, with the washer and dryer in my backyard for the Georgia Lottery, saying that your life can be anything you want it to be if you hit the lottery. So guess what? I'm making it my amphitheater personally. Extra Digits gonna come out, walk up these steps. We got the stage up here for you to get your awards. We got the platform up here for the VIPs. We got the lake in the back with the fountain I'm gonna have shooting all up with the lights. My own amphitheater in my own backyard, because I wasn't scared to invest $149 and $100 upgrade. What's your excuse? So listen, tomorrow I'm live at 8:30 Eastern. Every Wednesday, we do one for the entire team. This is a small group tonight who just came in to support Casey and support this opportunity. I want to bring Casey up real quick because this is all done for this gentleman who said, hey, I want to pull some people together. Casey, I'm super proud of you, man. Way to launch your business. When you looked at this, what jumped out at you? And I'll give people the 2 links that they need to do to join. What jumped out at you and why are you so excited?
I'm excited because it's self-explanatory. Nobody knows about this industry that they've had it in play. It had it in play for thousands of years. I mean, Rockefeller years, but it's so easy. Self-explanatory. $149 a month, and you get all these avenues you can help yourself evolve and make money on top of that. Oh, that's a no-brainer. No-brainer. So I'm just striving to just help people out because I'm good, but I can be better, you know. So I'm working, but MWR, it's the way to go.
Can't beat it. You can't beat it, man. Well, we do. I want all of you to understand, watching live and replay, and that we do this for you. We do this for you. When you brand new, we're gonna bring the crew out to support you. We're gonna have the testimonies to back you, and all you gotta do is decide. Right? My 55 minutes of fame is up. I went a little longer tonight because I wanted to explain the trust fund to you guys on the replay that are watching. But a number 2 says, "Hey Brian, that's all I want. I don't want to make the daily checks. I don't want the weekly checks. I don't want the residuals, but I just want to do the 149 and let the experts help me." All right, number 2s, we're going to give you a link just for the experts to help you with your financial household, your credit, your taxes, your debt, your investing, your private banking, your land banking, your private reserve account, all those things. Number 1 says, "Brian, are you kidding me? $100 more and I got a whole business?" Yes, $100 more. That's it. Everything else is still the same. But now you get the daily checks I was showing you, up to $15,000 per day. And let's say you fall short. I'm sorry. Can you stand for $10,000 a day? Let's say you fall sorry, $5,000 a day. You know, I'm sorry. Let's say you fall short. I'm sorry, and you land on $200 a day. You handle $6,000. So that's $100 for the upgrade. Our app is ready to go. We'll show you how to download it and get your password and everything set up so you can start making money right from your cell phone. We're uploading new content to our app tomorrow. So all you guys that have the app, get excited, get ready. All you guys that are joining the business, when you join, get the link to the app so we can go ahead and get you up and running. I'm live tomorrow, right here, same link, 8:25 Eastern, 7:25 Central. And afterwards, I do a training on Wednesday as well. So I'm gonna train you guys tomorrow night on how to use the technology and make 5 figures a month as well. God bless. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same app, same password, same Zoom, but different time, 8:30 Eastern. Now. The difference between me and most people, I have big vision and I have small focus. And most people have big focus and they got small vision. You see, if you can't expand and contract and know when to expand and contract. See, these days, everybody has big focus, which means they're focused on a whole bunch of different things. Want to learn how crypto
they're dabbling in the market, they're hand in real estate, they do part-time, they got a full-time job, and they sell t-shirts on the weekends. See, to them, that's multiple streams of income. I call it multiple. See, that's big focus. They're focused on a whole bunch of different things, but they got small vision because they don't believe in any one of those things. I have big vision because I know where I want to go and I know how many people I want to help. But my focus is on helping people attain natural freedom. That's the difference with me and most people. Most people have the opposite. And as long as you have big focus and small vision, you'll never make it. You'll find yourself doing 15 things a year. But if you got big vision and small focus and you flip it, you'll usually get what the universe wants you to have. Well, I always tell people, the first thing you do is money, and then you take that time. So that's where I am now. Now I'm taking the time that I've created for myself to make some more money. I just purchased 20 acres of land. It's an amazing, amazing project I'm working on right now. It's called Bean Acres. My neighbor behind me is Ludacris. To the right is Cam Newton. My neighbor across the street is a Hollywood actor. It's pretty amazing. I'm right there in the middle. I'm what's called surrounded by success. So my goal now is to build a treehouse, build some modular homes, and have an opportunity to have corporate executives or individuals who just want to get away and take a retreat and maybe even bring their employees or their family members out and do all kinds of different activities and take the time that I have now to create more residual income, because the residual income I created from making wealth real is what gave me the time. See, once you become successful, you start looking at things totally different. You start looking for different assets. You start looking for different opportunities, different relationships to further those causes. So I used to work at what's called today Bank of America. Back then it was called Nations Bank. So how do you balance the job while you're trying to build a business? I was always taught you got to burn both ends of the candle until one goes out. And here's the truth of the matter. Your work ethic is what you do in your spare time. So I literally worked 2 hours away from where I lived. I grew up in College Park, Georgia. I worked way out in traffic. This was in 1996 or 1997 after graduating from Morehouse. I was in traffic 2 hours going in the morning. I saw red lights in front of me. And in the evening, I saw red lights in front of me because it was dark 30 when I got up and it was dark 30 when I got home. But what people miss is in the morning, I was listening at the time to personal growth and self-development in my car. So I turned my car into what I call Drive Time University. And in the evenings when I was going home, I was making phone calls so I could get off my job. People miss this. Everybody feels like they don't have enough time in a day. We all have the same 24 hours. Your work ethic is what you do in your spare time. On my lunch break, I was making calls. On the way home, I was making calls. In the morning, I was listening to trainings. So I had at least 2.5, 3 hours of training in the car and phone calls where most people claim they can't even get that for 30 minutes. It's not true. It's just that you're not maximizing what you do in spare time. So between the job, before work, after work, and lunch, I built my business to a point where I was making more in a week and they were paying me all month. And that was 24 years ago. I fired my boss and left corporate America because my work ethic is what I did in my spare time when I wasn't working. Whereas most people in their spare time, they're watching somebody else work. See, every time you turn on the TV, you don't realize it. You're watching those athletes work. If you go to a concert, you're watching Jay-Z, I don't care if you watch Willie Nelson, they're at work. What happens is we, in our spare time, enjoy watching other people make money. So I had to figure out in my spare time how I could enjoy making myself some money.